fuck. Took me a fucking while to figure out where I wanted to stop, being honest. So, you know, we tried to choose the good old Men in Black, fucking alien cockroach destination, even though I don't think it's here. Let me, before I do some stupid shit, leave my key over here. It's like a little, what the hell, is that a new speeding camera? That looked like a new speeding camera over there, that little white shit. Anyways, they started loading out these new freaking speeding cameras. Oh yeah, this was it. Freaking Men in Black. If you know, you know. I don't know. You know, that Men in Black used to be one of my favorite fucking little movies. Used to watch that shit all the time. Anyways, you know, I made a video actually answering, damn, those dogs is going crazy. I don't know if the mic is picking them up, but they're over there somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I made I did like a voiceover in one of the videos saying like, oh, you know, and you know, if you guys want to ask me questions, ask me questions. I guess the race against rush hour. Why not? Hold on. Let me toke up some vape real quick. All right. Fix my shiesty real quick. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, we got a kickstand, by the way, guys. Finally, right? Finally, let's see. View all. Okay. Let's just start at the bottom. I don't want to do this all day, per se. I don't want this whole video to just be one little thing, because, you know, everybody's like, oh, yeah, you know, you do fast riding or whatever. You know, you need to slow down, do some story times. And, yeah, let's do some story times. Why not? So, we just replaced my gasket on the R1 as well for the stator. And she looks like she holding up. I don't see no oil. I just did the oil change too. But guess what? My ADHD kicked in. So, I put in an Amazon clutch on this bike just to get me by for the Jersey run. Yeah, that fucking clutch is cooked. It just, like, if I give it the gas, it just slips to the moon. Where's my bike key? Okay, I have too much stuff in my pocket, tools included. Okay, let me just dig through my pockets. Okay, it's not in this pocket. You know, man. Oh, it's in this pocket. Jesus Christ. Alright, anywho. Let's get back into it. So, start at the bottom over here. Like I said, I don't want to be here all day reading comments, but we're going to get some in here. So never give up. That's funny. That's so funny. Never give up, and I'm saying never give up. We need to see rear view when you pass 360. When you pass 360. Okay, so I'm guessing that he wants the 360 camera. I know, guys. I'm working on it. I'm also in, like, middle of some personal business that should be going on real soon, and then, yeah. But I'm working on it. Just saving my change right now. You know, it's hard out here. It's hard out here for a pimp, you know? Anyways, Rue Shane Lawrence. It doesn't sound good it doesn't sound as good as the Gixxer. Hell no, it doesn't sound as good as the Gixxer. Everybody wants to hear a 600 screaming. This girl tops out at 13 RPMs, which is really like 12.7. If I could even get it there without the freaking clutch slipping. Just commenting. Surprised he kept up with you blazing around cars, relying on red bombing to get noticed and keep them from turning into you. Listen, when you ride in New York City, you kind of just figure it out, honestly speaking. When it comes down to rolling in traffic, you need to use all necessary things that you have on hand to get by. That's pretty much the moral to it. That's it. But for that out. Anyways, I just, you know, it's kind of weird talking to yourself in public. So, you know, I got this person walking up behind me. I keep my eyes open, you know, just watching him kind of shenanigans. You know, in New York City, you always got to look over your shoulder. If you live here, you already know. And also, that's my boy. That's my little apprentice. He's fast. Don't get me wrong. He's fast. He's not faster than me, but he's fast. And that's good enough, you know? So he can keep up with me in traffic. He's actually a little bit of a crazy, reckless person, to say the least. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody has a cup of tea, and obviously if I'm doing some of these things, it's just like, you know, it is what it is. He's going to try and keep up with me, you know? It's like a race, not really a race, but, you know. R1 versus Rush Hour Manhattan, that's what the title should be, and thumbnail 1722-ish. You and your boy, a lot of views. I appreciate the input. Except that's not how it went down. So, it's all good. Wrong way, Joker. Oh yeah, I know you. 1243. Bro, I hate that area. Bumby going. Oh, that's 34th Street exit. Yeah, 34th Street exit is horrible. Okay, DC 202. Bro was trying to keep up, and everyone can't dip in and out of traffic like you be doing. Type shit, you know. Never get up again. Nice video, G. Thank you very much. Asura on COD. Damn, you ride smooth as hell. Appreciate you. You do a lot of revving. I do. It is what it is. I like to hear my engine. That's the only music I listen to. How do you make the pop of your bike its exhaust? That comes down to air fuel mixtures, leaving the fuel pump on for like if you open up a tuning table, right? I did this on the Gixxer. If you open up the tuning table, you know, you have your fuel maps, your throttle position, and all those other things. Though throttle position is usually the one that's heavily restricted with the timing retard, especially with the secondary throttle plate, which is the one that is electronically controlled, that determines how much throttle input you're actually putting. Even though you're going like this, it's probably going like that. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So max out all those tables to 100. That's one, so that your bike is tuned. Then you have to dial in fuel ratios. After you dial in the fuel ratio, you can leave the fuel pump running, or like a fuel cut. Like, you know, fuel cut is like a thing on the timing table. I mean, on the tuning table. So if you leave fuel cut off and the fuel stays on D-cell, that's what will cause pops and bangs, essentially, right? Make sense? Bro, change your camera FPS. Shit looks like 15 frames per second. It was 24 frames per second. It's funny that you say that because I literally changed it to 30 this morning. Record the maintenance and build. See, recording maintenance and build, that's something that you could actually catch on Instagram. Since it's like little videos and shorts, and I'll just like put up a story of like what I'm doing, like what I just did with this stator. That's where you kind of like will get the gist of my maintenance and building. I don't know what else to say. Yada World. Should be idle adjuster under the tank. Yeah, I know. Nah, I did that on purpose, you know. It's right up in there. Right there. But appreciate it. Sounds like the cylinders are out of sync. They were out of sync, as a matter of fact. Spark plugs were burnt, to say the least. So, replaced them. Put them in. Bike starts up first shot now. Still has a weird idle, but I just ran some tank cleaner through it because I don't got no time to be taking out the injectors and cleaning each one. Bro, you need to get the idle situated. Yes, I know. I'll take care of it soon. The cars everywhere make it look like he's going a lot faster than he is. Honestly, first person view, it does feel like a lot faster when you're actually in the mix and you're seeing everything happening quick. It's something. Go ride the Teutonic Parkway. This is goofy. Teutonic Park. Yo, I'm not even saying it right. Tonica, whatever. Taconic. Man, I don't give a shit. Anyways, that parkway is like just straight line shit. You got straight lines, couple of heavy turns, and you basically can sit up in like 180, 160 miles an hour all the way. That's boring to me. Anybody could go fast. Not everybody could swim in and out of traffic the way that I do. Not everybody can be on the highway dragging fucking knee like I do. Like, it's just a preference for what I decide to do. I'm not gonna go out to freaking upstate New York and race this one parkway that's literally a fucking straight road with fucking potential hazards of deer coming in the way. No, I'm good. You know, I'm trying to, you know, I will go out to Bear Mountain and ride the twisties because that's more technical riding. It's not fast riding, it's technical riding, you know? So, technical riding is where I am at. If you want to go straight line activity, you could go straight line activity, you know? But please, come down to NYC and run with me. 5 Angel 778 1706. I was not expecting the N-word drop. Bro, I'm from out here. It's like part of the lingo. It's like the part of the slang, you know? Pasta. Fucking inline 4 is God tier. God tier sound. Can't wait to get ZX6R from my Ninja 500. Well, get the ZX6R ready, buddy. That's all I have to say to you. You ride smart. Always a pleasure to see. Yeah. I guess you could say I ride smart for what I do and how I do. But this isn't smart at all. But I appreciate it. This is clickbait. No, not really. I just freezed it into a frame. I mean, it got you here, right? It's no kickstand for me. Hey. Stop talking shit. Kickstand's right there. Jay, stay rolling. Medicated Wookie. These are the kind of rides you leave your license plate home for. You push the apprentice to his limits. I'm sorry. That plate is always home. Thankfully, he's okay in the city with traffic. Like, it could have gotten worse. Ride safe, the two of you. Yeah, he just took a little dip on the ground. He's fine. We will definitely try to stay safe. 26 comments on this one. Let's see. So this is the 911 ride out, and this is actually when I did the, you know, let me know what you want to like. Let me know your guys' thoughts and whatnot. But let me get the hell out of this shit. I'm gonna sit my ass right. Oh God, I almost fell over. I'm too old for this shit. Fucking shiesties all messed up. Why do you ride with your hand near to the edge of the handlebar? So basically, that's a very good question, SMN Delta. He actually dropped a couple of them, so I'm going to answer all your questions. Why do I keep my hand so far out? 1, for stability. 2, for leverage. These still are OEM bars. I haven't upgraded them to Clip Ons, so it works for the time being. You know, I got to figure out this clutch, but it's mainly for stability and leverage. And yeah, this bike especially is probably one of the worst bikes that I've had with such a lightweight front end. And as a result of that, it just wiggles a lot. You know, you give it some gas, it just wants to snap all over the place. So keeping my hands loose, not gripping the bars loose, and, you know, just calm, comfortable, cool with it. I could control the bike, and I also keep instead of keeping my ass back, I'm all the way pressed up against the tank with like maybe an inch away from my groin from the tank, to keep as much center of gravity as possible on the bike, and as well pushing down on the front, keeping my weight down on the front, all of those things, just so that I can mitigate any speed wobbles that may or may not occur, which they occur on a daily basis. Part 2 of teaching how to ride. I could actually do that right after this. How you not scared of scraping other vehicles while white lining or while lane splitting? Sorry. I've had a lot of practice in tight situations. As you can see, in New York City, everything is so tight. After a while, you kind of figure out where you can and can't fit. And by me actually also keeping my hands out far onto the bar end, if I'm pulling up on something that's a little close, my, like, this side of the palm will actually like rub against something, and that'll tell me I'm too tight, or, you know, my shoulder might hit, my elbow might hit. You know, past experiences from those things occurring is what allows me to translate how big of a gap or small of a gap I could fit in. It's like a cat with its whiskers, you know. Kind of use that as sensory to find out where they fit, where they don't fit. How do you deal with Harley riders who think they own the road? He's here, I'm here, I'm going there. I ain't got nothing to say to them. They ain't got nothing to say to me. If they want to act like dicks and try to fucking hold at the road, then trust me, I got plenty of skill and maneuverability to get around. I'm not worried about them. Trust me, I'm not worried about them. How many have you owned? I'm assuming bikes. I think I'm on 8 bikes now, somewhere around there. Are the bolt missing from the front of the tank the ones that hold the bottom brace to? No. Oh, let me get back up. It is not missing. It's in there. I don't know how well you're gonna see it, but this bolt that goes through is what keeps this in, and then the center bolt is down there that bolts down into the tank, which holds this brace down to the frame, and there's a slot here of which this brace gets locked in between. Jixer bro, slow down. One day. 848. Well, maybe if you didn't rev your bike with the clutch in so much, you wouldn't need a clutch. New clutch so often. That is not actually true. This bike is very old. It's probably been through a couple of hands. Inexperienced riders burning the clutch. It's probably what did it. Would you do a story time? Sure thing. Love you, bro. Keep the rubber down always. What's your favorite highway to run? If it's nighttime, it's got to be northern or southern state. And a good old pencil run in Long Island is not that bad either. Next bike and top speed. Next bike, brand new R1. Brand new R1. That's all I can say. I stayed away from the new bikes for a very long time. I didn't want to, mess with the new bikes, but I rode a new bike not too long ago, and I was just like, I think it's time. It's either a brand new R1 or a brand new Gixxer. Do you like Yamaha better than your Gixxer? I've had Yamahas and Suzukis pretty much all of my riding time, and those are my only two favorite manufacturers. Anything else is like not my cup of tea. I did have my hands on a ZX-10R one time, but I didn't get enough or any seat time really with it to find out whether if it was a good bike or not. Boys leaning on a straight road, good video, buddy. If I'm leaning on a straight road, it's mainly to reduce steering. It's mainly to reduce counter steering, so I pull my body through the turn instead of counter steering. Quality content standard, always gonna show love. Thank you, brother. Thank you from London. Yeah, we worldwide. R6 or Gixxer 600. Gixxer 600. I think it would be cool to ride with you, brother. Keep the videos coming, run safe. Hey, even though the season's coming to an end, and it's 77 degrees in early October right now, and I plan to ride through November, but we'll see what happens, honestly. I used to ride like that. Be careful, y'all. Yeah, I know. I rode like this for a long time. Kind of got used to it after a while. Your main thing is awareness, reacting instead of freezing, like choking essentially, and just like skill and seat time with these things. Even though that, you know, mistakes happen and accidents happen, and you kind of just figure it out. You try to make the best of what you can. 15 hours ago, easy BMW, bro, love your riding style. I live in Laurelton, New York. I've seen you come into my neighborhood. I'm a newish rider. Hope to see you around and follow your lead. So to see. Have I ever been out there? Maybe. Anyways, hit me up on Instagram. Why not? I got a Instagram chat over there, guys. Just go to my Instagram and we could always chat. I'm always on there. All right. This is a lot. We need you back on the Gixxer. I'm from the burbs of Philly. Just got my first bike. You on that Gixxer is what made me buy a bike. Oh man, I appreciate that. It's actually funny, Vontix. So I'm actually gonna stop answering these comments right now and get on the fucking road, because this is gonna be a long ass video as it is. So Vontix, it's actually funny because I have been riding for a while, right? I did take a break, and during that break I actually started chiming in on YouTube to see more other motorcycle vlog. Oh shit, it is time to go. So I did chime in on YouTube and to see other motorcycle vloggers. Doing their thing and whatnot, and my main inspiration was somebody in Philly. His YouTube tag was Killer Cam, and he reminded me a lot about my riding style, and I was just like, wow. While I was on break, not doing nothing, he actually was the one that convinced me, not verbally, but just like through his videos, convinced me to get back on the bike, and then I started video blogging after that. It was this guy's on the wrong side of the road. What the hell? And then Gixxer bro, I hope he's healing alright. I know I saw something of him going home, so that's great news to hear. You know, it's gonna take some time for him to get back on the road, but we're all gonna still be here. You know, I'm a follower of him as it is. But he's gonna be alright. Shit happens, but we live and we learn. We figure it out as we go. I actually want to do a Philly ride. If I do a Philly ride, y'all better freaking pull up, because I'm not about to be in Philly all by myself, just